Welcome back to Dicey Shores, where RPG dice determine my path to progressing through brighter shores. Last time we got ourselves another combat level, putting us at 16. No new Golans unlocked just yet, but hopefully our next dice roll will get us a little bit closer to that Hopeport total level goal that we have. And that's 8, so that's gonna be another chef level, which is great. We're currently, I believe, on eggs still. Yeah, so we're about to get to sausage and mash. Ooh. So once we get to that, I think that's gonna be another skill that gets soft locked, because we won't be able to harvest potatoes. So that's interesting. So we'll actually have to very briefly go down to a D6, I think, for our rolls. I just realized we could have actually technically been doing a D4, because we only have 4 skills. Whoops. Didn't even think about that. You know what? Maybe on the next roll we'll do a D4. But yeah, let's grab some eggs and get ready to make some omelets. So we are looking at 16 eggs that we need from our friend Kevin. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. I don't know why I counted it that way. My God, my brain is not working, and we are like barely into the episode. So I gotta be very careful when my brain stops working in stores. We all know what that looks like, unfortunately. I was just thinking about the potential of like when they introduce like things like raids into the game, where I think they've said that they want different professions to play a role in them, like not just combat. And like I just imagine banking all of these omelets and just like, or not even banking the omelets, like maybe just hard boiling eggs and then just like loading them into a sling and chucking them at people. Like, that'd be crazy. Anyways, that unhinged thought leads us into our next roll. So we've just unlocked the level for bacon and mash, which means that chef is officially not currently rollable because we don't have the level to harvest potatoes. We also don't have the level to harvest shells. So we're actually on 3 different skills. So this would be the time to use a D6, because D3s either don't exist or I just don't have one. So we'll grab another. It's hard. I have so many different cool dice, but like they're not all gonna show up well on camera, so I feel like I'm just using this blue set. So yeah, no, that's not a D6, that's a D4, Rob, you silly guy. Joke's on you. This isn't a blue set. Okay, so 4. That is Forager. That's exactly what we were looking for. Because that's going to unlock alchemy again. Great. So we're gonna go back to harvesting periwinkle. Hey, your bounty's in 2 minutes. Oh my God. I forgot that I turned my privacy settings off. Or on, I don't know. I finally configured them, and I forget that like I could just, even though I was chatting with with Valerie last episode, I like fully forgot that other people could just say things, and I was like, oh man, that dude's reminding people of their bounties. Look at them go. I thought it was like for a second I thought it was an NPC like shouting out the bounty reminder, which would be neat. I'm gonna grab this basket while I'm here, to be fair. I don't actually remember when I need them outside of like the Easter event, but I think it's a quest item. I don't even think it's that basket. Might need them for Gatherer in the in the forest, like for like flowers or something. Or maybe it's a passive that needs them. I don't know. I'm sure I could just look it up. We have the technology. I don't know. I'll just keep guessing. But no, it is funny, like in the, again, going back to how cool this community can be. There we go. That's level 6, and that's our shells. Ooh, and our trowel. Uh-oh. Do we have a grind for the trowel coming up, or do we think we can afford it with 13 silver? I guess we'll find out when it comes down to it. When it comes time to do that, rather. But yeah, it is very fun. Well, actually, I'll finish that thought after I work out which skills I'm rolling. So alchemy's back on. So 1 to 2. No, you know what? We'll do a D4. 1 is combat, 2 is forager, 3 is fisherman, 4 is alchemist. We're gonna do the D4 because I said I was gonna do it, or that I could do it, and now I am going to do it. Okay, so that is a 3. So that is fisherman. We are fishing. What are we fishing for? Oh, puffer fish. New fish unlocked. Yeah, so one of the, going back to like the cool thing about the community, there's like funny little things, like you'll be in the apothecary and you'll just be like grinding silently, and then somebody runs in and they're like, yo, bottle check, like make sure you're not running out of bottles, and then you have like somebody immediately be like, holy, like I was literally about to run out of bottles, thank you for saying something. Like everybody knows what's going through your head as you're grinding, and like what you're not thinking about. Like the same thing with that bounties shout out in the chef chat, or in the dab chat. Okay, so actually before I move on, yeah, so this is another thing for the pufferfish. Let me look this up real quick, because much like the flounder, this might just not do anything. Currently no known use for the fish. Yeah, how about that? Cool. So just free money once again. Fishmonger, take my, okay, we are not gonna do what I almost clicked on this again. We are going to sell. We are going to sell pufferfish. We are not going to click buy eel. We are going to sell pufferfish. That is what we are here to do. Okay. Everything's fine. We can roll dice. Yeah, so D4 once again, because nothing changed in terms of accessibility of different things. Hey, back to pufferfish. That's another 3. Fantastic. I do love me some money, and I don't love another chance for me to accidentally click the wrong thing, but we're gonna be extra careful. I also probably should bank these periwinkle, but hopefully I'll hit the next fishing level before that becomes an issue, but after that I will bank them. But yeah, the bounties for chef, I guess everybody must be on the same timer then, if somebody's like bounties up in 2 minutes. I don't actually know how that works. I've done bounties, I just don't know what the timing is on when they show back up, you know. I love the bunny outfits. I think I do still like the Christmas stuff. Like, I love this person's outfit. The matching like dye color to the hat, like that's great. Like when I get to dyeing armor, like I'm absolutely going to do a little bit of like Fashion Shores. I don't know, would it be Fashion Shores? Like Fashionscape is such a good term, like it rolls right off the tongue, but like Fashion Shores, I don't know. Ooh, also we unlock Flounder again. Like we unlock the first striped variant of a node, and it's also one that we can sell, just like these pufferfish, which is awesome. Cool. So let's roll again. Again, it's going to be the D4. None of our requirements changed. Or none of our access changed. So that's Alchemist. So we can now start making our experience potions for Hopeport. That's going to be great in the future. Right now, not too meaningful, but in the future, absolutely going to be huge. So first of all, I'm going to go to the quartermaster. I'm going to sell these armor pieces. Yeah, I think usually I like to keep things in case they're like I'll loop through the auto armor button on here and see what is the best in slot, but I'm pretty confident we can just sell these two things. And I'll finally deposit these potions that have been sitting in my inventory for like, I don't know, 2-3 episodes now. Again, I just sort of like these early levels, I'm not really thinking about what's in my inventory. Right. So I believe it's the periwinkle and the shells, which we definitely don't actually have shell currently. We just have access to it. So I'm going to see how easy it is to work out what that initial card boost is. Oh, it does. So that's cool. On the here, I'll show the wiki real quick. So it does actually show album XP as 281. That seems low. Is that low? No, because it's the XP is 118 usually. So is it 2.5 times the regular XP? I don't know. Either way, using that, I can kind of math out, hopefully, math out what I need to harvest. Okay, so I'm fairly confident that I need 3 shells. I need 2 shells because I just remembered that a crow dropped a shell. So I just need to go get 2 shells. And the reason for that is at 512, I hit the next level. I get 281 from the album experience, which makes me, which puts me at 231 until the next level. So 231 divided by 118 is 1.9 and some change. So basically 2. So I think if my math is correct, this makes me nervous, even though like numbers don't lie. I think that I need a trowel. This is an unmitigated disaster. Okay. Let me go get the trowel. Jeez, I gotta walk all the way back. I think I just need the 3. Is the point of what I was just saying. I am going to start being more careful. I already have, to be fair, been more careful about it. The early levels I didn't care as much, but I really do need to get into the habit of carrying, because A, it's a rule set for a reason, and B, it's going to matter deeply when it comes down to the higher level grinds, especially with money being a factor. Speaking of money being a factor, what's the damage? Oh, 46. Ugh. Well, I made a very funny discovery. I didn't think to try it until now, but you can actually use the queuable actions on like things other than the resource nodes. Like even like a couple of times I've accidentally clicked on like one of these guards. You could just queue up like talking to people. That's interesting. I assumed it only worked on nodes for some reason. So I just got a Plumbate, which I think I could just. Oh no, it's level 18. But like it's the first ranged equipment that I've seen. So I imagine it's because I'm level 15 that like I assume that I would have had to talk to the ranged trainer before I could actually even like receive them as drops. I'm not gonna keep it. I'm going to sell it because it's working toward my current goal of money. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I don't know. Not much going on in the barracks when I'm just looting and pillaging constantly. I am gonna take a nap. Okay, this is actually crazy. Like this run of the chests, I got a flounder, a level 22 flounder. Oh my god, I actually what? I got the level 53 and the 77 shells from this, and a level 17 shield. That's actually wild. I'm selling these things, but like what are the drops on these? That's something that I would be very curious to know. Like the rates / logic of what gets looted out of chests. Is it like purely random? Like can I get like a level 400 monument piece out of this? That's wild. Chest meta is alive and well, I guess. So I don't actually know what this stone shop is for. I don't think I've ever checked it out. I'm assuming that I can sell my monument piece. Yeah, I can. Is this where you would, I guess, sell if you had extra, like from building the monument, or like you harvested too many, and I guess you must be able to buy them from there as well, right? Like I wonder if, I guess, as soon as you have the forager level, or maybe when that piece of the monument is left, is finished, because yeah, like what's to stop you from like just buying all of the monument pieces? I don't know. These are the things you think about when you're opening chests. Left and right and left and right and over again. Oh no, the fiddler. What do they want? I think I've got mad. You think I'm gonna get dishonorably discharged for this? Wait, oh my god, I've started a trend. Oh my god. A friend? Are they too rolling dice? Probably not. I mean, they could be. Just unrelated. Toblane, I don't care. Don't care. It's just occurred to me that I'm gonna be absolutely broke after this. Like, I got so excited about having like 13 silver or however many I had, and now it's like, oh cool, I'm grinding to 46.8 and it's all gonna go away. I don't think I've ever been this disappointed that I have to go buy a tool in a video game before. I think maybe the first time I realized that the level 2 harpoon in this game was so expensive. I don't know. This is brutal. Okay, and with one final, like, really, like, I was getting 70 and 80 copper per chest on average, and then I just got 1 silver and like 600 copper. So with one really one fat last drop, we did it. So yeah, time to go to the warehouse and just annihilate the cash stack. Yeah, this sucks. This sucks ass. There's no two ways about it. I complain about how much I just had to grind that for. What do you mean I don't have enough money? Am I stupid? Oh my god, it's 46,800, isn't it? I am in fact stupid. Let's go sell this flounder. I know I just complained a lot about that grind, but like compared to, I don't know, the amount of like I just caught up on Buzz RS, who's another like old school RuneScape content creator he's the one doing the Falador locked extreme, or no, I'm sorry, excuse me, Supreme one chunk Iron Man. And I think he's been doing that account for 2 years and he just left his first chunk. Like, I'm complaining about clicking chests for maybe like 15-20 minutes. That's dedication. So I can't be mad. I cannot be upset that I just had to do that. I can be a little upset. I'm mostly upset about the fact that I now just wave goodbye to all that cash. I have 300 copper to my name right now. Like, that's what I'm upset about. And all of this for, I think 2 shells? Was it 2? I think it was 2 because I already have one. So that's just upsetting. And it probably won't be the last time that happens. I am curious. Yeah, so I think it would probably be that weed. The tangle. The pond weed, rather. The weed, bro. The weed will probably be the next time that has to happen because of the pond net. I think that's the way you get it. So before you know it, I'll be chest locked Iron Man again. I keep saying Iron Man. I guess everybody's kind of an Iron Man in this game right now. Because trading hasn't been introduced yet. Okay. We finally, after all of that, got the 2 shells that we needed to complete this. Wowie zowie. This is going to be the most underwhelming alchemy level I've ever gotten. And I'm currently nearly 440 alchemy on my main, and this is going to be the most underwhelming alchemy level I've ever gotten. Oh well. I was like, what hat is that? It's a civilian. It's not a Christmas hat that I missed on the main. Don't worry. I panicked for a hot second, but no worries. Okay. Grind up the seashells. I worked so hard to get them, and now they're mush. I mean, on the bright side, we're getting another alchemy level, and we've been locked out of alchemy for a while, so it's not all bad, I suppose. And we get our first experience potions, so when the time comes where we've got absolutely unbearable. How did I math this so incorrectly? God, you know what? I'm gonna stop myself before I get another level in it. I'm gonna drop it. When I get that wrong, I'm just gonna drop it. I don't know how this happens, guys. I really tried that time. Anyway, we put we put the level in the thingy. Did I put the forager level in? I should be 6 forager on the spreadsheet, and I'm only. Oh no! I am. I just can't read. Okay. Another roll. What can we roll? We're still locked out of cooking, aren't we? Yeah, we're still locked out of cooking. Okay. So D4 it is. 2. Back to forager with our shiny new trowel. Look at us go. More shells, please. It's another thing I haven't thought about as I'm running past this. So like ventures, I don't know how to handle ventures on this account. Like passives is easy. You do the passive once, you get the gallery card, you're done. Do I do that with ventures? Because the thing about ventures is, if I'm not mistaken, lobster is an active thing. Yeah. So lobster is an active ingredient. I feel like I should be passively collecting things like that. I don't know. I have to give that some thought. It could be that when I roll on a fishing grind, it's an entirely passive, like time gated thing. Because if I just have to wait 12 hours, that's fine, I guess. Like, yeah, I don't know. If anybody has any thoughts on how to handle time-gated content like that, like I'm thinking like I backlog it like somebody would backlog like a farming task in RuneScape because of the time-gated nature. I don't know. It's just another thing that's sort of popped into my head. The dream is that if this style of play ever takes off and becomes something that other people try, that somebody at some point will revise the rules in such a way that they're coherent and fully representative of the game mode. This is in fact a first pass at this sort of thing, and I'm sure I could have done my due diligence. That's another 2. You can't see it, but it's another 2. There it is. Forager. Looks like chef's back on the menu, boys. Well, I mean, after this level. But yeah, it would be really cool if, like, at some point somebody else played this game mode and fine-tuned the rules in such a way that there is no question mark, and there is no hemming and hawing like I'm doing. Again, I think part of that is early access, and part of that is just the game was not meant to be played this way. But isn't that half the fun? I've also just realized we're nearly 50 total level, and I mean, we're 40, so we got 10 left, but I think that's really cool. Like, it's nothing in the grand scheme of things, but at the same time, like, damn, we really out here playing this game, you know? I need to go to bed soon. I feel like my commentary is getting more and more out of it. That could have been the chests and looting chests for, I don't know, 15 minutes. My God, like, it's really not that bad. It's so funny. Like, I'm whinging so much, but like, the grind could have been so much worse. I shudder to think about what my cash situation is gonna be by the time I roll on like the level 2 fishing spear is so soon. Like, I remember that being a lot of money, and I don't want to look it up, but I kind of want to look it up because it's just gonna be this horrible thing hanging over my head. Oh, I looked it up. I regret it. It's 126 silver. I'm gonna... Oh, God. I will almost certainly have to at least grind some chests for that. How many is to be determined. But it's... that's gonna be brutal. That's one of those things that makes me wish multi-logging in this game was a legal action that you could take, so that I could at least be doing something else. But hey, we got potatoes, which means we officially have access to all Hope Port skills again on our dice table, because we can harvest potatoes for the mash, and we can harvest shells for the experience potions. Don't worry, if we roll alchemy again, we will swiftly be soft locked once again until we get to Hope Forest. So we'll be on a D4 for a while yet, I think. I think one more No, you know what? I'll roll next time. This time, I will just show you what the spreadsheet looks like at this point. So we're ending with 16 combat with 25 hope port for a total of, I really should just pop total up here, but total level of 41. And I think that is pretty dang cool. So we're coming up on where we need to be for level up, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That's 20 and hope port to 40. Yeah, so 15 more levels in hope port, and by that time we surely will have 20 combat. So we're well over halfway there, which is great. So yeah, soon we will be in Hope Forest and we'll unlock alchemy again once we lose access to it. But anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna hit the hay. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. And yeah, have a good one.